Hi, I'm Jacob Green, and I'm an assistant professor in the Writing, Rhetorics, and Literacies program here at ASU. As generative AI programs like ChatGPT have grown in popularity over the last several months, people working in various industries and contexts have started experimenting with this technology as a tool in their personal and professional lives, from helping to draft a cover letter to brainstorming business proposals. In this video, I'm going to go over some key strategies to help you create more effective prompts within generative AI programs like ChatGPT. This past spring, one assignment in my upper-level writing course required that students compose an essay using ChatGPT as a writing aid. Students were really creative and inventive in their applications of this new technology. However, many of them expressed frustration with the results they were getting from their interactions with the AI, often noting that the output was repetitive, bland, or simply not what they were looking for. One major reason for this is simply that this technology, like all technologies, requires specific kinds of literacies from its users. Specifically, in the case of ChatGPT, what we might think of as prompt literacy. Prompt literacy, as I'm defining it here, is simply the ability to organize, create, and revise input prompts to generate desired outputs for a variety of conceptual and communicative goals. Or to put it more simply, the quality of your result is directly related to the quality of your input. Importantly, prompt literacy is not only about generating more compelling or accurate output text, but also a way of developing a deeper understanding of the possibilities and limitations of a generative AI system. So, how can you develop your own prompt literacy? Although there's no set of established guidelines for writing really good prompts, and this really depends on the context of the interaction, the general consensus can be boiled down to three principles: priming, precision, and iteration. Priming simply refers to the practice of establishing the context of the interaction between user and AI. For example, if you're hoping to revise a rough draft of your cover letter using ChatGPT, you might tell the AI that you want it to act as an editor. You might also mention that the genre it will be editing, a cover letter, and offer any suggestions for clarifying or expanding different sections. In addition to priming, it's also important to be precise in specifying the parameters of the output, which will vary depending on your use of the AI system. Let's say you haven't even drafted your cover letter yet. In that case, you might specify that the AI should provide a list of the criteria for a good cover letter for your chosen field. Or perhaps you're having trouble writing your concluding paragraph. In that case, you should specify that the AI should read your current cover letter and maybe compose 3 different concluding paragraphs, each with different emphases or complexity in vocabulary. Finally, the most important literacy to develop in relation to AI is iteration. This simply means that you can't expect to get perfect results the first time. Getting the kind of output that you want might mean rephrasing your initial prompt or asking the AI to expand or clarify different output responses. These are just a few guidelines for effective prompt creation, and they're by no means exhaustive, and will likely take some time before they become intuitive in your interactions with AI. Similar to your first experiences using search engines, developing your prompt literacy is most effective through engaged, reflective practice in contexts and situations that are directly relevant to your own use case. Next, I want to jump into a brief demonstration of how these principles can be applied in ChatGPT. But before we get to that, I want to provide a brief rundown of some safety and ethics guidelines for interacting with ChatGPT. First, remember that this is still just a language model at the end of the day. You should always verify the information you receive from ChatGPT and check it against established verified sources. Second, be careful uploading or disclosing personal or proprietary information to ChatGPT, as your interactions are all recorded and stored within the system. Finally, refrain from using the system for illegal or illicit purposes, even if for a creative project or research. Such interactions can result in your profile being permanently banned.